How's it going, guys? I'm just posting a little video, show a building project that I've been working on last couple weeks or so with my brother on a local server. If you're watching my Minecraft Let's Play, you know I mentioned this. And so I'd mentioned that we made some sort of battle arena type thing, so I'm going to be demonstrating that. Pardon the snow. Eventually this whole thing's going to be covered, and that won't be an issue, but for now, there's going to be snow in some awkward areas. Anyway, let's get on down to it. So basically what we did here is, goodness, look at that. We took this large area. I think this is roughly 200 by 200, assuming that we counted right. Divided it up into 9 sections, and proceeded to make each section into somewhat a microcosm of the different Minecraft areas. Let's go ahead and start over here. The idea behind this, again, I said it was a battle arena. You can imagine playing with a number of people, having each person or each team start in one of these areas, and then battle to the death, or add in wool, do capture the flag, that sort of thing. And we might actually be doing a video or two on that, either just one-on-one, or if I can wrangle a couple more people together. We might do teams or something, I don't know. Anyways, let's go through the individual areas. And before I get started, all this is actually handcrafted just using creative mode, which surprisingly did not take that long. Probably altogether this thing took us about 6 hours, again spread over the course of like 2 weeks, so it really did not take all that long. And it still needs a little bit of work. Like I said, the top needs to be covered with glass in most areas to prevent the snow and rain and junk like that from falling on it. But it's more or less at a state where I feel that I can show it off. So this is obviously your desert area. Let me set it to nighttime here. You'll notice that we put lights in a few areas. The server right now actually has monsters off. It's on normal difficulty, but monsters are turned off so that we don't have to worry about them spawning in here. Reason being, because if we're going to be fighting, we obviously don't want it set to peaceful. But even if everything were perfectly lit, we're playing on the flatlands, so slimes would be spawning in here everywhere. So for that reason, we just decided to put a little bit of light around, just in case we were battling at night or whatever reason. So there's not a lot to this area. This was one of the earlier ones we designed. And it is a desert, so, I mean, there's not supposed to be much here anyway. We got a little cactus pit you can fall into and that sort of thing. This is the caves, as I think is fairly evident. Again, just try to take a few elements of the different areas. We got your lava, we got your water, we got your mineshaft thing going on here, we got the ores. And all in all, I think it looks pretty nice. If we continue to work on this, what I'll probably do is actually cover up some of this stuff so that there are like subdivisions and barriers and underground portions. The only unfortunate thing is that since this is the flat land, or super flat, whatever it's called, it actually only goes down like that far. That's the bedrock right there. So going underground is not really an option unless we were to raise this whole thing up, which in the future we probably will do. I mean, in the future with other projects. So not too much else to say with this one. And again, if you're picturing sort of fighting it out in these areas, there's some decent cover here. Sort of try to allure your enemies into the spider webs, that sort of thing. All right, this is your swamp area. Everything. This was sort of inspired by the swamp from Legendary by Vex, in that we used slow sand. Seems pretty swampy. Fairly difficult to get around, but there are some patches of dirt, as well as the lily pads to help you sort of navigate your way through here. And again, you can imagine that if you were, you know, going head-to-head with other people, if you, for instance, use this vine here to climb up the tree, took a position right here, it would be fairly difficult to get to you. And you would probably be able to wipe out anyone before they got to you. These are Ethos lighted trees. By the way, that's his design. Putting a jack-o'-lantern inside the trees so that it looks pretty neat at night. And provides a little bit of light. Oops. Time set 0. Okay. Snowy area. Probably don't have to say that. Conveniently, the snow mostly fell over this area, so that's nice. But again, we'll probably take some glass and make like a 50... I don't remember how wide this is, but I guess it'll be like whatever, just covering that area so that snow can't hit it. This is another fairly straightforward area. This is one of the earlier ones we built as well. But there are a lot of trees around for cover, and you can imagine sort of holding this position. And if you're tricky enough, you might even be able to climb a few of these. And that would be a fairly advantageous position. Alright, continuing to move. I guess we're going counterclockwise, unless I'm facing this way, in which case, yeah, counterclockwise. This is the stronghold. Again, ignore the snow. That hasn't been dealt with yet. But this area, again, just try to take a few of the elements. We got the library, the fountain. Here's the portal, which has not been activated, obviously. Got the lava in the middle. And just, try to make it stronghold-ish. This is obviously Nether. I know I'm saying obviously enough, but it is fairly obvious what most of these are. We added some of these structures here, and probably what we would do if we did more was make maybe a second level that you could get up to with more of this cover here. There is an entrance to here, and another entrance on the opposite side over there, so you can go inside. Or you can sort of come up here, fire arrows at your enemies. There's lava, and we just threw some slow sand and nether wart in there. Here we have the mushroom biome. Again, one of the earlier ones we designed, so it's kind of flat, but all in all, I think it looks pretty nice. And what we sort of did here was make a way that you could get up on top of these. And then you can kind of either climb up into here, or sort of run along the top, get up here. So just areas that you could go so you wouldn't just be sitting on the ground. Now this is probably my favorite area. This is the jungle. And this was done not in this pre-release, but the previous one, meaning that jungle trees could not be grown. So we actually had to place all of these blocks individually. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty well. Again, we have the sort of the jack-o'-lanterns set at certain strategic positions to just offer a little bit of light. It makes this interesting glow that I think looks pretty cool. Now all these trees have vines growing up them, of course, but with the way that they grow, it's actually possible to get up to the top of all these trees and then sort of run across them. And again, if we continue to work on this in the future, more of the areas will become multi-tiered, so you can sort of get up higher. In addition, this tree right here is actually hollow, so you can get inside and get up to the top. Alrighty, and last but not least, we have the end here. We got this huge, I'm not sure how well you can see that because of my brightness. This is sort of where I started, though. This is this large obsidian structure, and that's basically just to render it dark. You'll notice it's very dark, especially compared to the other areas. Let me go ahead and set it back to day, though. Okay, it's still very dark, even in the daytime, due to this. Basically what this area revolves around is the ability to jump on these platforms. I think the main way to get up would be over here. And then you can sort of parkour your way across them, getting to other areas. And there are a couple routes, like for instance you can go around this way or you can go around this way. And we didn't design it where you can actually get up to the top here because that seems a little bit cheap. Obviously this tree is actually a little bit taller, but if you look here, there are actually other trees and branches and leaves in the way of like arrows, versus if you were up here, you could pretty much hit anybody on the in the area with an arrow. So That seemed perhaps a little bit overpowered. Anyway, that's about it. Let's see, what else was there to talk about? Yeah, we just got this sort of lava circle going around the area. Ideally, what you would say is, you're not allowed on this... Oops, what am I doing here? Not allowed on this this barrier here, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, there's that. Like I said, I think it looks pretty neat, so I figured I would do a video sort of demoing what it is, what it looks like. I would be willing, I guess, to put this up for download if anyone wants it. I could probably work that out, maybe like Mediafire or something, even though I don't have an account, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if anybody really wants this or whatever. But that's this, and I'm probably going to start uploading videos like this semi-regularly, in addition to my my regular Let's Play series, and then the Vex maps, which I've recently gotten into. I might start doing just building projects like this again, semi-regularly. I guess just every time I build something or build something with other people that's sort of cool. Actually, I might have a couple old projects from old servers laying around that I might do videos of. Anyways, so you can look forward to that. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it everyone else thinks it's as neat as I think it is. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.